The 1980s gave us excavators built like tanks, machines that laughed at breakdowns while lesser equipment crumbled. These weren't just diggers. They were legends forged in steel, destined to outlast their warranties by decades. From Japanese precision to American muscle, certain models became immortal on job sites worldwide. Operators still swear by them today, and collectors hunt them down like treasure. We're counting down 10 excavators from the 80s that simply refused to quit, machines so reliable they rewrote the rules of heavy equipment durability. Let's dig into the iron giants that time couldn't kill. Number 1. Caterpillar 225B. The Caterpillar 225B stands as one of the most respected hydraulic excavators of the 1980s, not because it was flashy or technologically advanced, but because it was brutally reliable. Introduced at a time when Caterpillar prioritized durability above all else, the 225B was powered by the legendary CAT 3306 diesel engine, an engine so overbuilt that it became a benchmark across multiple industries. This engine rarely operated at its limits, which meant lower internal stress, reduced heat buildup, and an incredibly long service life. Many 225B units crossed 20,000 to 30,000 operating hours, with nothing more than routine maintenance and periodic injector or seal replacements. The machine's structure was equally impressive. Caterpillar used thick, high-grade steel throughout the upper frame, boom and stick, with reinforced pin bosses that resisted cracking even under heavy trenching or hammerwork. Unlike modern excavators designed to save weight, the 225B embraced mass as a strength. Its undercarriage was heavy, stable, and fully rebuildable, allowing contractors to replace rollers, sprockets, and chains rather than scrapping the machine. Hydraulics were simple, mechanical, and predictable. There were no electronic control units waiting to fail unexpectedly. When something went wrong, it usually happened slowly, loss of pressure, seepage, or noise, giving operators plenty of warning. This predictability allowed mechanics to plan repairs instead of reacting to sudden breakdowns. Accessibility was another major advantage. Pumps, filters, and valves were easy to reach, even in field conditions. The Caterpillar 225B earned its reputation on real job sites, not in brochures. It was the kind of excavator contractors trusted for remote projects, knowing that once it arrived, it would keep digging day after day. Even today, rebuilt 225Bs are still working around the world, proving that true reliability never goes out of style. Number 2. Komatsu PC200-3. The Komatsu PC200-3 is often remembered as the machine that cemented Komatsu's reputation for reliability in the global excavator market. Built during the early to mid-1980s, the PC200-3 was designed with conservative engineering principles that emphasized longevity over raw performance. At its core was a robust Komatsu diesel engine that delivered strong low-end torque while operating at relatively low RPMs, significantly reducing wear on internal components. This engine-hydraulic balance was one of the key reasons these machines routinely achieved extraordinary service lives. Hydraulically, the PC200-3 was a masterpiece of simplicity. Komatsu avoided unnecessary complexity and instead focused on oil cleanliness, cooling efficiency, and component durability. The hydraulic pumps and valves were known for maintaining consistent pressure over long periods, even in hot, dusty environments. Overheating, a common cause of premature excavator failure, was rarely an issue on well-maintained PC200-3 units. The undercarriage was another highlight. Thick track frames, durable rollers, and rebuildable components meant the machine could be refreshed repeatedly rather than replaced. Many owners treated the PC200-3 as a long-term asset, rebuilding engines, pumps, and swing motors while keeping the original frame and structure intact. Operators often described the PC200-3 as tight, even after years of hard use, with minimal slop in the swing system and smooth, predictable control response. Parts availability further enhanced its longevity as Komatsu ensured long-term support and compatibility across multiple generations. The PC200-3 didn't just survive the 1980s, it became a symbol of what happens when reliability is engineered, not advertised. Number 3. Hitachi EX200. The Hitachi EX200 earned its legendary status by combining smooth operation with exceptional durability, a balance few excavators of the 1980s managed to achieve. Hitachi engineers focused heavily on reducing stress throughout the machine, understanding that longevity depended not only on strong materials but also on how forces were distributed during operation. The EX200's hydraulic system was remarkably smooth, minimizing shock loads that typically accelerate wear on pins, bushings, and cylinders. Powered by a well-matched diesel engine, the EX200 avoided the high RPM operating ranges that shortened engine life in many competing models. Instead, it delivered steady power with excellent fuel efficiency, allowing it to work long shifts without overheating. Cooling systems were generously sized, ensuring stable performance even in hot climates or continuous duty applications. Structurally, the EX200 featured a reinforced upper frame and a well-balanced boom and stick design that distributed loads evenly. Swing motors and travel drives were oversized for the machine's class, giving them long service lives even under heavy use. Mechanics appreciated the logical layout of components, which made diagnostics and repairs straightforward. The EX200 became a favorite among contractors who valued reliability and precision. Many machines were rebuilt multiple times over decades, often receiving new engines and refreshed hydraulics while retaining the original structure. That ability to be rebuilt rather than discarded is why the Hitachi EX200 remains one of the most respected excavators ever produced. Number 4. Volvo EC240 BM series. The Volvo EC240, developed from Volvo's BM heritage, represented Scandinavian engineering at its finest during the 1980s. Volvo approached excavator design with a holistic philosophy: a machine that is comfortable to operate, stable on the ground, and easy to maintain will naturally last longer. The EC240 embodied this mindset, earning a reputation for exceptional durability and operator satisfaction. Under the hood, the EC240 was powered by a robust Volvo diesel engine designed for continuous operation under heavy load. The engine's torque characteristics were well matched to the hydraulic system, preventing unnecessary strain and extending component life. Volvo prioritized smooth hydraulic response over aggressive speed, which reduced wear across the entire system. Structurally, the EC240 featured a heavily reinforced frame and boom, designed to withstand years of road construction, quarry work, and infrastructure projects. The undercarriage was particularly strong, with rebuildable components that allowed owners to extend service life significantly. Volvo's commitment to long-term parts support further contributed to the machine's longevity. Operators appreciated the quiet cab, excellent visibility, and reduced vibration, all of which contributed to more careful operation and fewer accidental damages. The EC240 became known as an excavator that aged gracefully, maintaining reliability long after newer, more complex machines had been retired. Number 5. Liebherr R912. The Liebherr R912 stands as a textbook example of German engineering focused on longevity rather than cost-cutting. Built for demanding European construction environments, the R912 was engineered with conservative design margins that ensured every component could handle stress far beyond normal operating conditions. This philosophy resulted in a machine that rarely suffered catastrophic failures. The hydraulic system was modular and robust, allowing individual components such as pumps, valves, and motors to be rebuilt rather than replaced. Liebherr's swing drives and travel motors were particularly durable, often lasting decades before requiring major service. Cooling systems were oversized, preventing heat-related failures during long duty cycles. The R912's steel structure was thick and meticulously fabricated, resisting fatigue cracking even after years of heavy excavation. Engines were selected for reliability and ease of maintenance, making them suitable for long-term ownership. Mechanics valued the machine's logical layout and high-quality components, which simplified servicing. The Liebherr R912 earned a reputation as a machine that could be trusted on critical infrastructure projects, where downtime was unacceptable. Its refusal to break down was not luck. It was the result of deliberate, disciplined engineering that prioritized long-term durability above all else. Number 6. Case 1088. The Case 1088 was never the loudest or most talked about excavator of the 1980s. But among contractors who actually owned and operated one, it earned a reputation as a machine that simply would not quit. Built during a time when Case focused heavily on utility and infrastructure work, The 1088 was engineered to survive constant start-stop cycles, trenching jobs, and rough handling that would quickly wear out more delicate machines. Its design philosophy leaned toward rugged simplicity rather than cutting-edge performance, and that decision paid off in long-term durability. At the heart of the Case 1088 was a mechanically governed diesel engine that emphasized torque and reliability over horsepower numbers. This engine could tolerate poor fuel quality and inconsistent maintenance, a crucial advantage on smaller job sites and in rural areas. The hydraulic system was straightforward and forgiving, designed to continue operating even as components aged. Instead of sudden failures, issues developed gradually, giving operators time to respond before serious damage occurred. Structurally, the Case 1088 was heavily built, with a solid upper frame and reinforced boom and stick assemblies. Pin sizes were generous, reducing wear and extending service intervals. The undercarriage was equally robust and designed for rebuilding, allowing owners to replace worn components without retiring the entire machine. Access to service points was excellent, which encouraged regular maintenance and reduced downtime. The Case 1088 became especially popular with utility contractors who needed a dependable machine rather than a technologically advanced one. Many of these excavators were rebuilt multiple times over their lifespan, often receiving new engines or hydraulic components while retaining their original frames. That ability to be repaired endlessly is what allowed the Case 1088 to remain productive decades after its introduction. Number 7. Fiat-Allis FE28. The Fiat-Allis FE28 represents a fascinating chapter in 1980s excavator history, combining Italian manufacturing strength with proven American engineering principles. Built during a period when Fiat-Allis focused heavily on durability for global markets, the FE28 was designed to operate in harsh environments where dealer support was limited and machines had to be self-reliant. This focus on ruggedness gave the FE28 a reputation for surviving conditions that destroyed lesser excavators. The FE28 was powered by a tough, mechanically simple diesel engine that emphasized reliability over refinement. It was not a high-revving engine, but it produced steady torque that allowed the excavator to work continuously without overheating or excessive wear. Fuel tolerance was another strength, making the machine popular in developing regions where fuel quality varied widely. Hydraulics on the FE28 were deliberately uncomplicated. Fiat-Allis used proven pump and valve designs that prioritized longevity and ease of repair. Many components could be serviced or rebuilt using standard seals and fittings, allowing field repairs without specialized tools. This simplicity dramatically reduced downtime and kept machines working long after newer designs became unserviceable. Structurally, the FE28 was massively overbuilt. Thick steel plates reinforced the boom, stick, and upper frame, while the swing system was designed to handle heavy loads without premature wear. Operators often remarked that the machine felt stable and planted, even when lifting near its limits. Many FE28s spent decades in quarry work, pipeline construction, and heavy excavation, earning their reputation the hard way. The FE28 didn't survive because it was modern. It survived because it was honest, heavy, and repairable. Number 8. Sumitomo SH200. The Sumitomo SH200 may not be as famous as some Western brands, but among experienced operators and fleet managers, it is often remembered as one of the most quietly reliable excavators of the night. Sumitomo approached excavator design with extreme conservatism, prioritizing component life and structural integrity over headline-grabbing performance figures. The SH200 was built to last, and it showed. The engine used in the SH200 was well matched to the hydraulic system, operating comfortably within its power band, rather than being pushed to its limits. This careful matching reduced thermal stress and significantly extended engine life. The hydraulic system was smooth and predictable, minimizing shock loads that accelerate wear in cylinders, hoses, and valves. Sumitomo's steel work was another major strength. The boom and stick were heavily reinforced, and stress points were carefully engineered to prevent cracking over time. The undercarriage featured thick frames and durable rollers, many of which could be rebuilt rather than replaced. These design choices made the SH200 especially popular in rental fleets and municipal applications, where machines were expected to endure years of use by multiple operators. Maintenance accessibility was excellent, encouraging routine servicing that further extended the machine's lifespan. Owners often found that with basic care, the SH200 would run reliably for decades. Even today, many SH200s are still working in Asia, Africa, and parts of Europe, a testament to Sumitomo's focus on longevity over trends. Number 9. Mitsubishi MS180. The Mitsubishi MS180 earned its place among the toughest excavators of the 1980s through quiet competence rather than bold marketing. Mitsubishi designed the MS180 to be efficient, dependable, and easy to maintain, making it a favorite for urban construction, utility work, and municipal projects. Its longevity stemmed from careful engineering decisions that minimized stress and simplified maintenance. The MS180's diesel engine was known for smooth operation and excellent fuel efficiency. Rather than chasing maximum output, Mitsubishi focused on reliability and consistent performance. This approach reduced wear and allowed the engine to operate comfortably for long periods. Cooling systems were effective, preventing overheating during continuous operation. Hydraulically, the MS180 was refined and stable. Movements were controlled and predictable, reducing operator fatigue and minimizing mechanical shock. This smoothness translated directly into longer component life. Structural elements were robust, with reinforced joints and high-quality steel that resisted fatigue cracking. Mitsubishi also paid close attention to serviceability. Filters, grease points, and inspection panels were easy to access, making regular maintenance quick and practical. Many MS180s were rebuilt multiple times, often with upgraded components, yet the original structure remained intact. This rebuild-friendly design is why the MS180 refused to fade away, continuing to work long after newer machines were sidelined. Number 10. Daewoo Solar 220, late 1980s. Introduced toward the end of the 1980s, the Daewoo Solar 220 shocked many contractors with its durability. At a time when Daewoo was still establishing its reputation in heavy equipment, the Solar 220 proved that solid engineering could compete with established giants. Built with strong steel structures and a focus on mechanical simplicity, the Solar 220 quickly gained respect in demanding environments. The engine was robust and dependable, capable of handling long duty cycles without overheating. Hydraulics were simple and resilient, designed to tolerate imperfect maintenance and harsh working conditions. While the Solar 220 lacked some refinements of more expensive machines, it made up for it with sheer toughness. Structurally, the Solar 2020 was heavily built, with a strong frame and reinforced boom and stick assemblies. The undercarriage was designed for longevity, allowing components to be replaced individually rather than scrapping the machine. These features made the Solar 2020 especially popular in export markets, where reliability mattered more than brand prestige. Many Solar 220s are still working today, often rebuilt but far from retired. Their survival proves that durability is not exclusive to legacy brands. The Daewoo Solar 220 earned its place among the excavators that refused to break down by doing exactly what it was designed to do: work day after day without complaint. These 10 excavators proved that overbuilt beats high-tech when it comes to longevity. If you've operated any of these legends or know someone still running one, drop your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more heavy equipment history and hit that notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the machines that built our world.